courtesy flush.
Johnny on the spot.
We gonna need way more weed for this.
Sure are.
A whole lot more weed, man.
I need to get high, nigga.
There we go, right there.
You gonna need to hit this. No, I promise it's good.
Yeah! That's how you start off a motherfucking show, brother.
I feel you.
Feedy motherfucking sports on the ones and twos, man. Episode 97. It's your boys, your favorite radio show, The Takeover at 10. I want to shout out everyone that's locked in right now. Shout out to everyone been tuned in since a little bit before 10, because as y'all know, we be live, man, setting up. So I definitely want to take this time out to shout out all our supporters and listeners, man, that been rocking with us from day one. Shout out to everyone that came along the way. Shout out to anyone that's tuned in tonight for the first time. Like I said, man, we do this shit every Wednesday on yachtybox.com, 10 p.m. We are The Takeover at 10. What you was hearing was my brother Feedy Sport. He gets busy, man. He gets fucking busy, man. Like I encourage y'all. I know some people like to come late to the party, man. Whenever you fucking with us, though, I recommend you log on at 10 p.m. sharp, because the brother gets busy from the rip. You dig? So, again, man, we appreciate all of y'all tuned in, man. I've been telling y'all last week, I've been telling y'all on social networks all week that we had a good brother coming up this week, a hard-working artist. Just put out a project called The Courtesy Flush that's available on iTunes, Amazon, and beyond. Make sure you grab that. We're going to talk about that. But again, man, this is one of the hardest working MCs in the city. If you go to an event, chances are you're going to see him there with a big-ass chain of his own face. I'm surprised he ain't got it today. But my man coming to the motherfucking show for the first time, I want to welcome my good family, Johnny on the spot. What up, Johnny?
I'm here, man.
Let's turn you on. Let's turn you on. Yeah, we good. My bad. It's somewhere over here. There you go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you for having me, man.
No doubt, man. Thank you for coming, man. It's long overdue, man. Like I said, we don't just hand out interviews on this show, man. You know, we only look out for the hard-working boys, the ones that deserves it. And even then, we're still catching up because there's so many dope people that we still haven't gotten around to. But you just dropped the project, so it's only right that we get you up here, man. So first and foremost, how you feeling today, good brother?
Yo, I feel beyond blessed to even be here, man. Like, I've been listening to the show, I've been a fan of the show for years. This is a beautiful fucking experience, you know what I mean? So I got nothing but good feeling right now. Brother, nigga ELife here. You know
Shout out to ELife indeed, man. He's one of, like I said, one of the people, again, that we just ain't get around to everyone yet, man, and who deserves to be up here just as much as anyone, which who definitely will be soon. But again, man, thank you for coming, man. The Courtesy Flush is out. I'm hearing nothing but good things about it. Or I heard it for myself, so I know. But what's the reception been like so far for the Courtesy Flush, man?
99.8% of the reception was very positive, and it came from a lot of people that I didn't expect to like it. You know what I mean? I don't make music that necessarily sounds like quote unquote Philly music. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's people that I've been listening to for years that gave me crazy respect and crazy support for it. Shout out to Guy Illa. He hit me with some crazy love last night.
Shout out to Guy Illa.
Yo, Reap the Lost Cause, another motherfucker who gave me love on it. Planetary from Outer Space, another person who gave me crazy love on it. I can't, and anybody like friends, family who had copped it, who shared links, you know what I mean, made sure that those links were like in an Instagram picture or on a Twitter page or some shit like that. Like, anybody who did that, I appreciate the hell out of that, because I worked and poured my soul into every track.
You could tell too, man. You could definitely tell. It's so well put together. It sounds so well crafted. Not just the lyrics, not just the beats, but your voice, man. Your voice, you remind me like of a young LL on there, like smoothed out, talking to the ladies, even though that's not what you were necessarily doing, but it had that smooth ass vibe to it, man. That's what sets projects apart, in my opinion, man. You brought that third wheel, which is the voice, man.
A lot of times, especially if you see me on stage, I'm real energetic. For the recording process, though, I sat down. Like, I had, like, if I stand up, I'm like, you see, I talk with my hand. My mom hated it. You know what I mean? Like, I get in trouble for that shit all the time. 31 years old.
Still get in trouble for that shit?
Still get in trouble for talking with my hands.
Down.
Yeah, it's not even a game. But, like, for most of the recording process, I was in a seat. Yeah, so I made sure I had to stay calm to keep the voice steady, so there was no elevated pitch. It sounded like me.
It sounds so cool, man. You could tell that too, man. Now on the intro track, man, right away it grabbed me. You made a bold statement, man, that
I drop shit.
Not many people would ever say, man. I think the only person I ever heard say something like this on the track was Nori, where you admitted that your last project, in your words, was garbage.
Oh,
what sets that project apart from the new project, man, Courtesy Flush, man?
Courtesy Flush is my 4th project. With that being said, the other 3 projects were mixtapes. There's a lot of industry beats. There's a couple originals. Just pretty much like every project I did was 50-50, like 50-50 for industry tracks and then original tracks. I guess Courtesy Flush was all about timing, to be honest with you. For a lot of 2013, I had writer's block, and I ain't write shit. Real talk. I wrote Say My Name and My Favorite Drug, and that was literally it.
Word.
Upper Room came later down the line, but like after Writer's Block broke, like Writer's Block broke around my birthday. Writer's Block broke, and I was like, the original concept for Courtesy Flush was like people kept hitting me, talking about like the Johnny on the Spot, the porta potty thing. So after a while, it got annoying, and I wanted motherfuckers to know, like, that's not a weakness, you know what I mean? Like, I thought of that. Trust me, I picked the name.
Right,
well, the name wasn't given to me, I picked the name. So when I said, like, the album was, or the last project was trash, I really didn't like it because I felt like Courtesy Flush, nobody's ever really heard me pour emotions and like reality into a track the way I did on Courtesy Flush. And I wanted Courtesy Flush had like 3 tracks that were cut, all of which done by Rob D, in which like they were very rap heavy. Like Say My Name is a rap track. Fair Warner with ELife is a rap track. The Difference with Zap is a rap track. The rest of the tracks, for the most part, were very conceptual. So I wanted motherfuckers to know that, like, A, I can rap, I can make your underground music, and then B, I could also do some shit that could possibly be played on the radio.
Talk to him.
So, like, I didn't have that on the last 3 projects whatsoever, but I really didn't like the last project. Like, I don't play it for anybody, you know what I mean? Like,
no doubt, man.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple hidden gems of, you know what I mean? Like, that especially, like, in the later half of the CD, but other than that, Courtesy Flush is, like, from start to finish, my baby. Like, there's not a track that, like, wasn't designed to be right where the fuck is at. You know what I mean? Everything was written and like, I guess, organized in a specific way that I felt like led into the next track. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of motherfuckers don't put CDs or don't put albums together. Like, it's very hard to find, like, your Reasonable Doubts, your Equeminize, your Illmatics, like, whole, full, progressive albums. Like, niggas got CDs with great songs on it.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to make an album.
No doubt.
And I felt like I really accomplished that.
I think so too, man. Now, talking about the album, we still on deck. If you just tuned in, man, we got Johnny on the spot in the building, man. Repping the Core Food Gang crew, whatever it is you want to put behind it. But the cover, man, I thought the cover was so dope. First of all, my first part of the question is who made the cover, but then also, obviously, I see where you was going at with it as far as the thing, but when I saw the thing, the cover, it was almost like a subliminal, like, I never saw no one on the cover sitting on the toilet taking a shit. Besides, back in like 90-something when Devin the Dude did something like that.
Devin the Dude did it too, but it was actually an ode to Biz Markie.
Word.
There's a Biz Markie album cover where he's actually sitting, like, it's animated, there's words on the wall. That's really where I got the album, like, the idea for the album cover from.
The way I saw it though was, besides going off of your name, you know, you're in a portable job, but it was almost like you're shitting on rappers. Like, that's what I saw,
that's exactly
man. It was
where,
like a subliminal shot, like I'm shitting on y'all right now, man.
That's exactly where the concept was going. Also, like, when I, like, with the, Ask Drew, first off, shout out to Ask Drew, hand drew the album cover. There wasn't a picture of me sitting in a porta potty. It was like, hey, I want it to look like this. I want it to be from this angle. He texted me back, was like, what shoes you want to wear? And I sent him a picture of my infrared Jordan 3s, and he was like, okay, I got that. And that's how the album cover came out. But the whole concept of the album was, when I had writer's block, I had accumulated a bunch of tracks, and I was like, I just want to get this shit out. Courtesy Flush. You You know what I mean? I want to get rid of that. That's where the original concept came from. And then when Writer's Block broke, I literally wrote an entire new album and then never put that shit out. Right. I was like, I mean, I don't want you to hear I'm not saying I ain't never been like quote unquote whack, but I want you to hear me at my best at all fucking times. No doubt. So man, with that being said, I needed to write new shit. It was more for me. And then at the end, if you listen to the last track called Dear Fans, it was for fans. And I wanted to give music, I wanted to give music that motherfuckers could relate to. Like, say you were going through the situation in All I Want, like cheating with a married woman, or MFD, like where you got that relationship that was everything to you. And, you know what I mean, it gave you the lowest lows, but the highest highs. Like, people don't, like, it was situations that I was really going through. Like, the conceptual tracks is all shit that I went through. Word. You know what I mean? If it came to drugs, if it came to pops, if it came to my son, you know what I mean? Or issues with my baby mom, you know what I mean? Shout out to her, like, she's the coolest chick in the world right now. We like best friends. But, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna like, throw that. Because I ain't trying to wind up back in court. Real shit. Word. But, yeah, like, I wanted to make music, like a lot of people can rap. I feel like anybody can rap. Can you make music that connects with your listener? And the only way to connect with your listener is to share personal experiences, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find somebody who might have been through that before. No doubt. You know what I mean? Now let me ask you this, man. Like you said earlier, man, about 98% of the feedback's been positive. Everybody I told this week or in the last leading up weeks that I was having you on the show, all couldn't say nothing but great things about your album, man. Awesome. I'm not gonna say names because I ain't got time for that shit. But how does it feel to be respected by your peers, man? And a lot of backbiting goes on these days. A lot of people, you know, might tell you in your face is dope, but you were nowhere around, and these people were really speaking highly on this project. How's that feel to be respected by your peers? That is one of the best feelings in the world. Real shit. It's not, I mean, like I said, I really made the album for me, and then it turned into something where I was like, hey, like people kind of felt, like when I played some of the tracks with people kind of felt the tracks. So, I mean, I just wanted to make a project that was respected in the Philly hip hop scene. Because I know motherfuckers know I can rap, you know what I mean? Like after a while, just rapping gets old though. You know what I mean? How many times you want to listen to just rap? I wanted to make something that I could connect with people, so that's fucking awesome. That people, especially people like who are highly respected, who have been getting respect for years, are talking about like, yo, that Courtesy Flesh joint though. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the best projects of 2014. That's a beautiful film right there. It's uncomparable. And what's dope is you dropped it kind of towards the late of the year, so it rolled into 2015, and it's still doing some noise, man. No doubt, man. So one quick question I want to ask too, and then we're gonna get to a small break and play a few more joints off of the Courtesy Flush. Being a dope MC you are, being heavy in the Philly hip hop scene, coming from Bucks County, which I think is mad dope. The fact that not many MCs come from out of the suburbs or come from Jersey and is able to, I don't want to say the word infiltrate because that sounds like you did something. No, it's really infiltration. You came in the scene and you held your own. Do you ever feel sometimes though, coming from Bucks County, you might not get all the looks you deserve, or any shade ever thrown towards you because maybe they on some Philly shit? Like, you know? Absolutely. There's always been that feeling that like when you come from the suburbs, you automatically have something to prove, like you softer than somebody or something like that, like, or you can't rap as well as somebody who grew up in the quote-unquote hood. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Listen, I will rap circles around most of y'all niggas. Yeah, you killing that stereotype. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely wanted to make that a point, like especially on the album, where like the flows had to be clean, like everything needed to be tight and precise, just so motherfuckers know, like, yo, there's some serious MCs in the suburbs. You know what I mean? And just because it's the suburbs and you might think we ain't had the experiences or life that other motherfuckers have lived, doesn't mean we can't rap, or we haven't had the experiences to rap about them. Right. You know what I mean? It's not like everyone in the suburbs is eating good, and there's no there's no poverty out there. And believe me, man, it's no secret. Everyone sees my Instagram. I'm out Levittown often, and even before that, I know people out there. There's hoods out there. It's poverty out there. It's struggles out there. What TV show do I watch? It's stupid, man. The fucking Wahlburgers
fucking Marky Mark boy has like this thing about this burger. But in the intro, the reason why I bring this up, in the intro, his brother is saying how growing up, they grew up in the suburbs and everyone assumed they had money. And he was like, yo, we're poor as shit. Yeah. We just happen to hit. But anyway, point I'm making is, like you said, it's a stereotype and you're killing that shit too, man, as far as everyone believing that shit. And you're not the only one. Shout out to brothers like ELife and shout out to a lot of the Corfu members who are also from there. But yo, don't go nowhere. J.O.T.S, Johnny on the spot is in the building. We're going to get to another few joints off the new project.
Talking about like the Johnny on the spot, the porta potty thing. So after a while it got annoying and I wanted motherfuckers to know like that's not a weakness, is you know what I mean? Like I thought of that. Trust me, I picked the name. Right. Well, the name wasn't given to me, I picked the name. So when I said like the album was, or the last project was trash, I really didn't like it because I felt like Courtesy Flush, nobody's ever really heard me pour emotions and like reality into a track the way I did on Courtesy Flush. And I wanted Courtesy Flush had like 3 tracks that were cut, all of which done by Rob D, in which like they were very rap heavy. Like Say My Name is a rap track. Fair Warner with ELife is a rap track. The Difference with Zap is a rap track. The rest of the tracks, for the most part, were very conceptual. So I wanted motherfuckers to know that, like, I can rap.
So, yeah, man, so on the joint, you made the comment something about the food balls, man. I got to ask about Corfu. One, where I always wondered what's behind the name Corfu. That's one. And then, secondly, if there was a mission statement for Corfu, what is Corfu, man?
Corfu, like, I can't tell you how, you know what I mean, we're not allowed to talk about that. It's not even a joke. Okay. Corfu, though, is a collective of MCs. 2 separate groups, Shed Jam, you know what I mean, that's me, Ed, Biz Mighty, Miles, Rob Devious, if you don't know them motherfuckers, Fam Dula. Ghost Gang, you know what I mean, I don't know if all the Ghost Gang got like 30 members them damn selves, you know what I mean, but like, I think the main members of Ghost Gang, Trey Digger, Ohm, Madman Swayze. Shout out Trey. Yeah, I mean, Francois the Demon, Visitor 10, who just dropped a project a couple weeks ago. They part of it, and then there's just scattered MCs, you know what I mean? If you motherfuckers don't know who Rich Quick is, you don't know who Voss is, you're living under a fucking rock. You know what I mean? There's literally 30 motherfuckers in Corfu, 28 I think at this point. Not everybody raps. We got DJs, we have beat makers, we got graph artists, we got motherfuckers who are just generally down with that group of people. So, I mean, it's a collective. That's what it is.
No doubt. Now, let me ask you this, man. And again, shout out to everyone in Corfu, man. You are now the third member of the squad to be up here. We had Rich. We also had Boss. And we even had one of the ex-members, Zap, up here recently, too, who had nothing but love for y'all still.
He's the bull, man.
He definitely is. So, something else I want to ask you, man. So, it's like, say Corfu. Say Corfu didn't exist, right?
Okay.
And I noticed you spent a lot of time with the good brother Nico the Beast, man. I'm just curious, man. If Corfu didn't exist, could you see yourself in 30 and over league? Now, before you answer, earlier, I didn't even know if you were 30 or not. You made the comment you were 31, so now I know you would have been eligible. I'm just saying, though, like, if you wasn't in the squad, if you were rolling dolo, could you see yourself rolling with the homies?
I would assume yes, but I mean that would probably be all up to the captain.
Come on, you know Nico would have been scooped you already.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, you got the 30 and over shows here. Yeah, I mean, like Nico has. I've been fucking with Nico for 8 years. That's big brother. There's 3 people separately that like I really will defend tooth and nail. Is ELife, Nico, and Zach. You know what I mean? Like, Nico is big brother. That dude has had me under his wing. I've learned so fucking much about the Philly hip-hop scene and music in general from him. So, I mean...
No doubt.
I would hope so.
No, I think so, man. I just want to know if you would, you know, if you could see yourself. I could, man. So, back to the project real quick, man. Again, the Courtesy Flush. It seemed like the entire project, and so mostly was produced by Rob D. and the homeboy Payday.
Yeah.
Was that done intentionally, or when you finished, you realized it was like, damn, they got a lot of joints? Also, who else did? I know it was a few more producers, but heavily it was Payday and Rob D, man. Was that intentional?
It was intended to be mostly Rob D. Rob is doing a lot of work right now. If you don't know who Rob Devious is,
Definitely
like,
one of the dopest, man.
He's incredible. So like the connection with Payday Jones actually came from Zap. That's Zap's producer. Yeah, I mean that's like Zap's in-house. So
literally,
yeah, really. So like they live like a block from each other. So yeah, I mean that's a great situation right there. So I got that from Zap, and Payday would just send me fire. Like I mean like and Rob. Like I guess the difference between Rob and Payday is usually Payday like gives me a finished product for the most part.
Okay.
And Rob has the tendency to give either a skeleton or do a whole lot of post-production. Like a lot of the tracks that Rob did don't sound or didn't sound like they do on the album, like when I had originally got them from them.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, so like, but I also had Ask on the album. He did Pursuit of Happiness. I had this dude, The Passion, who did That's Life and Duality that you just played. Word. And then I had a track from Johnny Cab with Nico and Vasily that's fucking crazy.
Shout out Johnny Cab.
Johnny Cab is a
native
fucking animal. Yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. So so far in your rap career, man, like what's one of the most memorable moments to date that if you can think real quick, man? One of your top, maybe it was a performance, maybe it's this project, maybe it's a certain song, man. What's your most memorable thing so far, though, man?
Definitely releasing this project because I don't know if a lot of people know the project came out November 14th. My birthday is November 13th, so like that was like a birthday present to myself, kinda. And then probably my favorite memory, especially of a performance. I had been on a song on Mason's mixtape like in 2012. If you don't know who Mason is, that's another motherfucker you should probably go check out. Got Mason on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But he had the opportunity to open for Joe Budden, who is my favorite rapper. Real shit.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, like, so we opened, like, I rocked part of his set with him at the Troc, like main stage. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody get to do Troc main stage, and then like to sit there after I got off stage, you know what I mean, to twist something up, put it in the air, and then watch my favorite rapper absolutely slaughter that night was like, that's a blessing. And he was mad humble. He got off stage, I asked him for a picture, told him I was a fan. He's like, yo, give me 10 minutes. Like, yeah, man, I'm sweating, blah, blah, blah. I'll be right back. Motherfuckers waited in line for 45 minutes and paid $100 a picture. He was backstage taking pictures with us for free. You know what I mean? Like, he was mad humble. It was probably the best experience of my life.
Word, man. So again, man, everywhere, anytime a lot of shit's always going on, the chances are you're going to pop through. You're very active in the scene.
True.
When you're not doing this rap shit, when you're not at shows, when you're not in the booth, when you're not writing, what does Johnny on the spot like to do, man?
I mean, he doesn't like to work, but he has to, because, I mean, he's not a fucking millionaire.
Word. So when you're not even working, though, man, when you have free time, man, what are you doing, man?
You probably catch me in the gym playing basketball or taking care of my son. That's about it. Word. I don't really do much anymore.
Word, man.
The turn up on weekend thing is kind of like out of the question for me now. Like my body just doesn't respond well to alcohol that much anymore. Yeah, I mean, like I drink every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, but like and I've really slowed down on smoking weed. So I mean, like I'm either gym or a basketball court probably. That's it.
All right. Now I got one more question on the main part of this interview, and then we're gonna jump to a quick what I like to call the OT joint. And I'll explain that in a minute. But it's still early in 2015, man. It's still mad early. What can we expect out of the next 9 or so months of this year from you, Johnny?
I don't know the next project is tentatively entitled Spot On. I don't know if you're gonna get another album from me by the end of the year. I would like to do, like you said, you know what's mad funny is I keep getting this LL comparison, so I want to do an LL mixtape. I'm trying to do that. Yo, I'm not even there. It just made fucking sense. So I'm gonna do the L tape, hopefully by the end of the year. I would like to also, I shouldn't need to spill the beans on this, but I would like to do a project, a project with Zap. You know what I mean?
Word.
The John Zap 7 EP.
Word. John Zap. I like that, man.
Yeah, so that
brings back a little, he used to be John Zap.
Yeah, now exactly. John Zap 7.
That makes sense, man. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, that'll probably predominantly be done by Payday Jones by himself. You know what I mean? Because he's just got, this dude's packed catalog.
Yeah, I got to meet him, man. When we had Zap a few weeks ago, he came through. I met him for the first time.
His catalog is incredible. Don't make no damn sense, man.
No doubt, man. So again, man, if you just tuned in, man, we almost done with the homie, but I want to get a few more odds and ends. Like I said, I like to call it the OT joint. We're going to answer, normally it's in pretty much one word, but some of them you might have to name. Like, for instance, man, coming from Bucks County, man, I want to know your top 5 spitters of all time from Bucks County, not including yourself, though.
Okay.
I need 5 of them. If you tour in the world, they tell you to bring your 5 hottest, whether it's today or 10 years from now. It might have been a ball that no one ever heard of, but you know, give me 5 though from the Bucks, man.
Can I say Shed Jam as one MC, like, so I don't take up like my top 4? Right
That's
there,
fair, because you probably would.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna say Shed Jam in general,
is
because
one.
these motherfuckers can really rap. You don't know who Shed Jam is. I got Mason. I'll put Voss up there. Was that Shed Jam, Mason, Voss? Give me. Nino Young is dope as fuck. A lot of people don't know about Nees. Nees is a fucking monster. And ELife.
No doubt.
ELife standing next to me. I almost
thought you was about to forget him.
My fault, Dave. I'm so sorry.
No, he saved the best for last, man.
Yeah,
He making a joke,
it's
man.
It's only because I'm here.
Yeah.
Shout out
to ELife.
No doubt, man. So look, man, I just want to know one thing, man. If you could fight one mainstream rapper, who the fuck would it be, man? Not even, I was going to ask you who you would punch in the face, but fuck that. Who would you straight up want to brawl?
Just like an all-out brawl?
Yeah, who would you want to fuck up in a one-on-one fight? A mainstream artist, though.
I want it to be
I'm not going to ask about underground. We're not going to go there.
All right.
Mainstream artist, man.
Plies. I don't know why Plies just irks my soul. Plies is the worst fucking, you know what I mean? He talks so arrogantly, he's mad little. Like
you just
be Plies. I don't know why. He's not even relevant anymore, but Plies.
I think he's probably more popular now on like Instagram by his
videos,
little rants than he is rapping anymore.
Like,
which I must admit are fairly entertaining.
He's an entertaining dude, but like if you know like some history about like set claiming and shit like that, like he does some false shit. He just look like a motherfucker you could just like swing on and nothing's gonna happen.
Let me ask you this, man. Favorite West Coast artist or group of all time?
Oof.
I'll give you a second, man. None of these questions are pre-planned. I don't send them.
I know people are gonna look at me like I'm supposed to say Pac, but it's not Pac. My favorite West Coast artist of all time is probably, like on a freestyle tip, I'd probably take Corrupt because he just loves rap, and then on like I guess album shit, I'm taking Exhibit. Motherfuckers don't know about Exhibit from Pimp Your Ride. You know I got
2 or 3 Exhibit albums.
Yeah, like At the Speed of Life and 40 Days and 40 Nights are fucking classics.
I got both of them albums.
Yeah, you know
very dope albums. I didn't expect that one. But
I'm a hip hop head.
Great fucking answer, man. Excuse me. So sticking on the hip hop head shit, man. Favorite Roots album of all time? Only could pick one though. Are you a Roots fan first and foremost?
I am a Roots fan. I am a Roots fan. Black Thought, the best Philly MC ever.
Okay, let me get one Roots album. If you could only listen to one for the rest of your life, which one?
Philadelphia Half-Life by
far. My man, that's my favorite album of all time of any.
I had this argument like 2 weeks ago. Like people always say, what's the one that came after that? Things Fall Apart. Yeah, but I like Philadelphia Half-Life is incredible. That joint where like you can't tell where Thought and Malik are going back and forth. You can barely differentiate. Yeah, these motherfuckers is animals.
And they talking some shit.
Yeah, they talking some shit. And live band on top of that.
No doubt.
Philadelphia Half-Life.
I got one more for you, man. If you can go on tour and kick it with anybody in the world, man, who would you like to go on tour with? Share that stage and share that tour bus with and all that.
I want nothing more than to go on tour. Like I want a Corfu tour. Like I don't want to like go on tour and open for motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Corfu is an extremely talented group.
Word.
And not only are they talented, they're entertaining as fuck. Have you ever seen a Corfu, like an actual Corfu live set where it's like you got 12 motherfuckers on stage? And that's something that I've always hated, where one dude is rapping and you got 40 motherfuckers on stage doing absolutely nothing. No, we all rap and we all gonna put on a good show. We entertain like a motherfucker. So I would love to see a Corfu tour, or at least a Shed Jam tour. You know what I mean?
That would be dope, man. Again, I want to thank Johnny on the spot coming through. If you don't have the project, go on iTunes right now. Go on Amazon or anywhere.
Google Play,
Google Play, all that shit. iHeart, Spotify, all that. Get the project, The Courtesy Flush. I'm gonna leave the mic to you, man. Any last words, shout outs, any links? Drop it all right now. Say your piece, brother.
Find me on Facebook, Johnny on the Spot, Twitter, ShedJam ENT, Instagram, same exact link, ShedJam ENT. Just shout out to anybody who has put me in this position to be here, other than, you know what I mean? Like, I did a lot of the leg work, but like, you know what I mean? People like Nico the Beast, like, this motherfucker parades around screaming Courtesy Flush was the best project of 2014. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know if that's the case, but it was definitely like, it was in my top 5. So, yeah, shout out to Nico the Beast, man. Shout out to ELife. This motherfucker, like, I live at his house like 6 days out the week. You know what I mean? Right. Like, just shout out to Corfu, ShedJam, anybody that I associate with, you know who the fuck you are. Yeah, I mean, you'll see me out with these motherfuckers, like, which I just want the best for all of us. That's it.
Now, normally, man, my good brother is yours. ELife, if you want to join the good brother on some bars, you're more than welcome, my family.
Come on, Dave.
And once again, man, Johnny on the Spot, ELife.
Yeah. Oof. Yo.
You gotta step up if you have to. Woo.
Look,
or you can pull it out. It's more comfortable.
Gotta sit up over here.
You want to pull it out? It's more comfortable, whatever's for you.
Get retarded. Alright. Hey, Philly Hip Hop, what the fuck is up? Y'all anybody we in here? Johnny on the Spot.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do some shit, yo.
Talk to me.
You want my way, you don't like me. I'm okay with that. And gives a fuck if I get signed or not. Label that. Yo, I just came to rap. Y'all monsters university to the Jason Mass. What's a grandmaster to the training class? Rewind it, play it back. I'm stating facts and flaming tracks. Y'all niggas time came and passed. I'm here to stay though. Get an escape plan. Your performance will leave everyone on that card bored. No breakdance. The level you on now, I'm way past. The game plan be ahead with lines. That's Hangman. I put numbers on the board like Rain Man. You peoples need to hold you up for that buzz like a cake stand. The way we mobbing on beats, gangland, I'm cold-blooded, like for James. Damn, they both just switched off quick. I give your chick this big long dick and then it's get lost, bitch. I need that bass to beat my chest like King Kong fist. Till my name ring bells like Ding Dong Ditches. J.O.T.S, pulling cards, magic trick, gambling shit. Watch who you gamble with, I'm splashing out. Cancer sick, snatching mics, Taylor Swift, you amateurs. It's breastful for your dope pass like cannabis, bitch. I'ma handle it as soon as they passing it. Piece piping, I ELife it, smash your weak cipher, show 'em what a classic is. Action like Street Fighter, you haven't seen an MC on the scene like him. I'm snapping, grease lightning. Fuck what you promoting, how is he next? And Loyal got me out here cashing reality checks. Flexing my artillery for those who aren't feeling me. Bar killing spree, God willing is us history. Sharp lyrics is artillery. Let's go! Yeah, man. Yeah!
Shout out to Johnny on the Spot, man. We got the OG ELife.
Alright.
It's a pleasure to have you on here. Give us some of that shit, man.
Let's go,
What
man.
up, TakeOver? Got the box. Alright. Yeah. Am I good? Alright.
Move right in the fucking building.
Yeah. They're supposed to act better. Majors ain't checking for me. Been a blessing. The architect built it better for me. Got better and still saluted by those before me. I paid dues. You ain't a member. You ordinary. There's more to it. Music is only half my story. There's a bigger picture. Fancy frames. New categories. I can barely do top 40 because the royalties in this underground barely gets me clothing. So locally I'm sitting higher than nosebleeds with no names. That's why I call them titles for obese. Don't violent, only hot on my smoke screen. Spy hunter, you in denial, you just a dope fiend. And now I'm riding with pussy rides and soul shit. They brand my name in the closet like my clothes be. They can't stop me, I'll be smoking on the go. I'm that Shrek green, you know that Ogle green. And I don't know, I'll be on my white boy lane. The kid said he got flow, they might call him Ovaltine. No, I gotta slow on that though. Go back to the motherfucker they call J.O.T.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Check. Yo, if you step to the God, you gonna be stepping to God. I turn us to dancing with the stars, that's two-stepping with God. When the pen pressed in my palm, I'm second to none. A second of thought is a whole session of all perfection. Of course I'm prepping. Cross my brethren is on. This impeccable timing and no weapon is forced. I ain't highly regarded as the best, but if you gon' get Johnny started, I'm not climbing the charts, then everybody's the target. Are you social media popping? We ain't never seen you put work in. You Tommy from Morton. Nico fuck with me. Game fuck with me. Mixing brains with streets of memory lane fuck with me. I rap like I've been through the storm. I got this pain stuck with me, but I ain't scared of it. Oh, you Facebook thugging? I ain't threatening, but I ain't fronting like they can't come get me. But niggas said it, then they ain't come get me. I'm out here. Still talking a whole lot of shit with homies from South Philly up north to Nottingham, Southampton or Bristol, hop the bridge of Trenton and down to South Jersey, bet money they heard me. It's not that I'm not pushing, I was sizing my market. Got your idols co-siding just to widen the market. Recognition is the sign that it started. Then my second listen, they get the message and they find the artist. Yo, I was bumping Legend of Kane, now it's Takeover at 10, spin and roll. Ain't that the Legend of Kane? So maybe you ain't hear me till I break it down on button just to do what I'm able. Ain't that the Legend of Kane? Hey! Dave, take over right now. This is shit that we don't even have to write down.
Eternal L in the ball B. Been on the phone with the ball B. Been on my red flag matador, known as small piece. Raw piece of that rabbi. The sins I've been tried for is enough that they would've died for. You know that shit put Clooney in door for. No loony, the doors of this Barberry been closed. I disclosed no info. Them CIs infiltrated my whole row. But they ain't asked me, so I don't know. Laid over, told y'all, bulldozer, don't take zone. And it's a no flex zone. I'm here, flush, doom, courtesy, doom, gone, bust. It's like that. Johnny, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Yo, look, y'all motherfuckers, man. We can do this shit all night, man.
That's true. We got a lot of
do this all night. We might have to do a little behind the scenes going to upload that as well if we have to, man. Look, man, again, it's been an honor, a pleasure to have you up here and had ELife join us as well, man. I got nothing but love and respect, Johnny. Real shit, the project is incredible.
Can I just say B King is still in my top 5?
Oh man, you show so much love, E. I appreciate that, man. Even though I'm not active right now,
he's lying. He's lying.
Still throwing up links. Chill, they don't know about that right now. They don't know about that yet.
We're gonna bring Kane out of retirement.
But we're gonna get back to it, man. Again.
Yeah. Courtesy flush.
Johnny on the spot.
We gonna need way more weed for this.
Sure are.
A whole lot more weed, man.
I need to get high, nigga.